I jumped into futures trading a couple weeks ago, and the first time I jumped in, I got my 50K Combine finished in 2 days. That same second day that I finished the Combine, I jumped into the XFA and I blew it within 20 minutes. Wow, what a roller coaster, right? So we ended up taking a couple days off. We jumped into another 50K Combine. And the 50K Combine, the second one, really taught me to make sure you honor your stop losses. So the first day, you can see I took a couple trades. I was negative on the day. The next day, I was a little bit green, so it was good. Took more stop losses here, and this Thursday, I was pretty much just averaging down in a losing trade. Luckily, the trade turned around. I was able to capitalize, ending the week with $1,300. So that's great. And I said, man, I saved this account this week. Let's reestablish next week and try to beat this combine. And next week, next week was a mess. This day right here, $1,000, beautiful. So I literally was only about $100 away, somewhere here. Somewhere here, I was $100 away from making $3 grand. And instead of looking for a setup, I just jumped back in on the long side after it already made a long side move, just trying to scalp a quick $100. And believe it or not, this $100 scalp that I was planning drew me down to my maximum stop loss, somewhere right here, and I pretty much destroyed my account. And I was so mad because I let a $100 target turn into a $2,000 loser. What a mess. What a mess. So after this, disregard this. This is just me paper trading, obviously, on this account, just going all 50 micro contracts in everywhere. As you can see, I'm a loser. I'm a big loser this month here. Anyway, this was all practice. Anyway, I took a couple of weeks off just to clear my head, clear my emotions, because man, I'm trading so emotionally in these futures markets. It's crazy. I don't even know why I'm so emotional, but I'm telling you, some of these trades, I'm just jumping in. Like, me holding my mouse on this trigger is not good. I almost, like they say, you gotta sit on your hands, wait for good setups, and then pull the trigger. Because I almost think like every freaking couple of minutes it's a setup, and then I'm looking at these time frames wrong, and I'm misanalyzing things, and that's why it's leading to drawdown and blown accounts. Again, I'm not someone that likes to blow accounts, but again, I'm new to this, so I'm learning, and like my brother says, this is the cost. This is your learning cost. So anyway, on Friday, this Friday, I'm kind of doing some wild stuff too, but I jumped in. I jumped in again on Friday, as you can see, with my new 50K Combine during FOMC, and I was able to capitalize $736. I kind of went in heavy here, probably with like 12 micros, which is very aggressive. Let me show you guys that trade real quick, how that trade worked out. So right here, this big black candle is where I shorted for FOMC. And let me see, let's get back on track here so I can show you guys where I was trading. And I can pull up let me pull this up and tell you exactly where we went short, where we took profit, and how much we left on the table. We were trying to short the market here, got stopped out a few times, but we were short here, and pretty much we took a partial here, we took a partial here, and it ran a bunch lower. So this day right here could have made me probably close to $1,300, but I pulled the trigger short. Again, I have cold feet when trading. It's just the newer trader mindset. You just want to take some profits off when you see them, and then I guess you let the losers run, which isn't good. But Long story short, that was a good trade, and we didn't have too much risk on the table, and we're profitable on Friday. So today's Monday. I jumped in. It's a no news day. We were on the short side today, so we did a bunch of trades aiming towards the short side, but market's still bullish, and it's not breaking through. I'm trying to see if it can do the same move it did on Friday, but we did a bunch of trades, $184. A bunch of runners got stopped out and break even. So if you look at the trading date today, you will see I went short with 2, pulled up 1, got stuck with break even. Right over here we went a little bit more aggressive with 6 cons. Took some profits off these lows after it swept liquidity, and then it got stopped out break even. And then the last trade right here, I'm kind of mad about this one. I went short 1 contract. I didn't want to do too much more trades towards the mid of the New York AM session. Went short 1 contract, was in profit like $70-$80, had a stop right at break even, and it freaking knocked me out before it going right back down. And I'm thinking once it breaks these lows, we're going to be targeting longer time frame areas, as well as a gap that you can see on the regular trading hours. There is a gap right over here. So this could be a nice move down if it plays out, breaks the morning lows and fills this void from Friday's trading session. But I'm done for the day. I already locked my account just so I don't lose. I'm just trying to pull the right moves and take the right trades here. I'm not trying to rush into these micro scalp trades looking at the 1-minute chart. Let me tell you guys something I learned. I was looking at these 1-minute charts for all my entries and exits, but in reality, put the longer time frame charts on the left side of your screen. This is the first thing you want to look at is the long term. So I got a 4-hour, I got a 1-hour, I got a 15-minute, which is in case now 5-minute, but this is supposed to be the 15-minute, and then we go to the 1-minute. So if things are aligning over here on the longer time frames, then take your shorter time frame entries and trades off of that. I think just doing that alone increased my bias and direction, and it can save you from a bad trade. So even if you're wrong on your entry on the short term, and let's say you're a shitty trader and you start averaging in on the way up, if you're trading based off the long-term time frame, you can still survive that pullback against you. Not that that's how you should be trading, but if all else fails, it's possible and you can survive. So let's take a look again. 50K Combine, second day of trading, going into my second week technically, and we are profitable $921. So again, you have to make $3,000 in order to pass this combine and not lose more than $2,000. So besides this, let me just briefly tell you about what I've learned the last couple of weeks. I'm super emotional. I flip-flop between trades. My bias can change in an instant on a 1-minute time frame. I could be short in the morning based on the long-term time frame charts, and then I flip it on the short term because the market makers make the chart look so nice and appealing on the short-term time frame. I decide to change my bias, and sometimes I'm buying the highs or shorting the lows because I'm not following my plan, and I'm just trying to chase. And that ends in losers. So I know people that have traded these futures that are quite profitable, and I'm just starting off and I'm trying my best, and I'm documenting my journey here with TopStep and my 50K little combine that I'm trying to make work. Ideally, I'd love to pull some kind of profit from a real XFA account this year, but I don't know, man. It's not that easy. It's pretty hard, and unless I pass the combine and maybe have like a couple winners where I'm in a trending market and I can actually bank in some profits, because you see today is kind of a sideways market, a lot of chop, and yeah, profits are narrow on days like this compared to your FOMC day where it makes a crazy run. And if you catch a move like this, you're golden. You have a big drawdown limit. You have a cushion in your account for more trades. Anyway, that's the update, guys. So I'm in my third combine. I blew one XFA. So I'm not even gonna count that first XFA as counting because I blew it in 30 minutes. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just going crazy. So I technically didn't. I'm gonna look at it like I never passed a combine, and I'm still gonna trade this third combine in hopes I make it. I hope you guys had a decent couple of weeks trading these markets. Let me know how your accounts are doing. Let me know if you guys have some tips and tricks for your strategies and what really worked for you, because I'm not even concerned about the charts. I've learned that I fail on the executions. The chart's telling me one thing, I'm doing another. Instead of waiting for a pullback to hit a zone in my chart, I enter before it. And this is where my trades get sloppy. They make no sense. So I really am trying to master myself and sitting on my hands waiting for a setup instead of just enjoying a crazy roller coaster ride by shorting or trading the short-term time frames. Uh, Good luck, guys, this week. This week looks like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we'll have volatility based on news. So maybe I'll be back. I'll be watching this week, but we'll definitely be trying to capitalize a little bit this week. If we can make another $500, $600, $700 week this week, I think we're on the right track here. So, all right, guys, Bully Trades is out. See you on the next update video.